Do you understand English but freeze when it's time to speak? You're not bad at English, you just haven't trained your speaking muscle yet. In this lesson, I'll guide you step by step so you can speak English confidently, without stress and without overthinking. When I first started teaching English here in Brooklyn, I noticed something very common. Many students understood me perfectly, but when I asked them to speak, they became quiet. One day, a student told me, "Luna, I know the words, but my mouth doesn't move." That's when I realized the problem wasn't English. The problem was confidence. They weren't used to hearing their own voice in English. Shadowing changed everything because speaking becomes natural when your voice learns the rhythm first. In this first section, we'll focus on calm, clear English. These sentences are slow, natural, and perfect for training your confidence. Just listen, follow the rhythm, and let your voice flow. I want to speak English with more confidence, even if I make small mistakes. When I speak slowly and clearly, people understand me better. I don't need perfect English to communicate my ideas. Speaking English every day helps my brain feel more relaxed. I feel more confident when I focus on the message, not the grammar. It's okay to pause while I speak and take my time. The more I practice speaking, the easier English feels. I can express myself in English even with simple sentences. My English sounds better when I stay calm and breathe naturally. I am learning to trust my voice when I speak English. Making mistakes is part of becoming fluent. I don't need to rush when I speak English. Every sentence I say helps me improve my confidence. English becomes easier when I practice a little every day. I can communicate clearly even as a beginner. Speaking English out loud helps me remember words naturally. I feel proud every time I try to speak English. My confidence grows each time I use my voice. I am training my speaking skills step by step. Today, I am becoming more confident in English. In this section, we'll practice slightly longer sentences. The goal is to keep speaking without stopping, even if it's not perfect. Focus on the rhythm and let your voice move forward. When I speak English without overthinking, my words come out more naturally. I am learning to continue speaking even if I'm not sure about every word. Confidence grows when I stop correcting myself all the time. I can express my ideas clearly, even with simple English. Listening and speaking at the same time helps my brain relax. I don't need to sound perfect to sound confident. Every time I speak English, my confidence becomes stronger. I am training my mouth and my brain to work together in English. Speaking naturally means staying calm and focused on the message. I feel more comfortable speaking English than I did before. Mistakes don't stop communication, silence does. I can keep talking even when my sentences are not perfect. English feels easier when I stop translating in my head. My voice sounds more natural when I trust myself. The more I practice shadowing, the smoother my English becomes. I am learning to speak English without fear of making mistakes. Confidence comes from practice, not from perfection. I can speak English comfortably in simple conversations. Each sentence helps me feel more relaxed and natural. Today, I am speaking English with more confidence. In this section, we'll focus on flow. These sentences are longer and closer to real-life English. Don't rush. Keep moving forward and stay relaxed. When I speak English calmly and without pressure, my sentences flow more naturally. I am learning to express my thoughts clearly, even when I don't know every word. Confidence appears when I stop worrying about sounding perfect. Speaking English feels easier when I focus on communication instead of mistakes. I can continue speaking while my brain searches for the next idea. The more I practice shadowing, the more natural my English sounds. I am training myself to speak smoothly without stopping or freezing. English becomes more comfortable when I trust my instincts. I don't need advanced vocabulary to speak with confidence. I feel more relaxed when I allow my voice to flow naturally. Each sentence helps me build stronger speaking habits. I can handle longer sentences without losing confidence. My English improves when I focus on rhythm and intonation. I am learning to speak without translating in my head. Fluency grows when I keep speaking even with small mistakes. I feel more natural speaking English than I did before. Shadowing helps my brain connect ideas faster. I can express myself clearly in everyday situations. Speaking English is becoming a normal part of my day. Today, my English sounds smoother and more confident. In this section, we'll practice real-life English. These sentences are longer and closer to how native speakers talk every day. Stay relaxed, keep the rhythm, and don't stop. When I speak English in real situations, I focus on being clear rather than perfect. I feel more confident when I allow myself to speak naturally and calmly. Even if I make mistakes, people still understand what I want to say. I can explain my thoughts in English without feeling nervous or rushed. Speaking English feels more natural when I trust the process. I am learning to respond quickly without overthinking every sentence. Confidence comes from using English, not from studying it silently. I can participate in conversations without fear of judgment. My English sounds better when I stay present and relaxed. I don't need advanced grammar to communicate effectively. The more I speak English, the more natural it becomes. I can share my opinions clearly and calmly in English. Speaking English is becoming part of my daily life. I feel comfortable expressing myself in different situations. I am developing a natural speaking rhythm in English. Even long sentences feel easier when I keep going. I trust myself more every time I speak English. My confidence increases with each real conversation. English no longer feels foreign when I speak it regularly. Today, I speak English with confidence and ease. This final section is about speaking with ease and confidence. These sentences are longer and more expressive, just like real conversations. Stay calm, keep going, and enjoy your English. When I speak English confidently, people focus on my ideas, not my mistakes. I can express complex thoughts in English while staying calm and relaxed. Speaking English feels natural when I stop doubting myself. I am comfortable sharing my opinions in conversations and discussions. Even in longer conversations, I can maintain confidence and flow. I no longer freeze when someone speaks to me in English. My English sounds clear and confident because I trust my voice. I can communicate effectively in professional and social situations. Speaking English is no longer stressful for me. I feel proud of how far my English speaking skills have come. I can adapt my English to different situations and people. Fluency grows when I focus on connection, not perfection. I enjoy speaking English because I feel relaxed and confident. I can express myself freely without fear of making mistakes. English is now a tool I use, not something I'm afraid of. I stay present and confident while speaking English. My speaking skills improve every time I use English. I feel comfortable leading conversations in English. English has become part of my everyday life. Today, I speak English confidently and naturally. Before we finish, let me share a few important things that most English learners never hear. These tips will help you speak with more confidence, not just today, but every day. Luna tip number 1. Confidence is trained, not found. Confidence doesn't appear suddenly. It grows every time you use your voice, even when it feels uncomfortable at first. Luna tip number 2. Stop judging yourself while speaking. When you judge yourself, your mind stops your mouth. Let the sentence finish before you think about mistakes. Luna tip number 3. Your accent is part of your identity. An accent means you speak more than one language. Clear communication matters more than sounding perfect. Luna tip number 4. Slow English sounds confident. Speaking slowly and clearly sounds much more natural than rushing and feeling nervous. Luna tip number 5. Mistakes mean progress. If you're making mistakes, you're speaking. If you're silent, you're not learning. Luna tip number 6. Train your voice, not just your brain. Reading and listening help, but speaking out loud is what creates fluency. Luna tip number 7. Think in ideas, not words. Don't search for perfect vocabulary. Express the idea with what you know. Luna tip number 8. Repetition builds safety. Repeating sentences trains your brain to feel safe while speaking. Luna tip number 9. Shadowing is about rhythm, not perfection. Follow the flow of the sentence. Let mistakes pass and keep moving. Luna tip number 10. Confidence grows quietly. One day, you'll notice you're speaking without fear. That's progress. English is a skill, not a test. You're not being graded, you're learning to communicate. Luna tip number 12. Be patient with yourself. Fluency takes time, but every sentence you speak brings you closer. Luna tip number 13. Speak even when you feel nervous. Nervousness fades with action. Silence makes it stronger. Luna tip number 14. Enjoy the process. When you relax and enjoy speaking, your English flows naturally. Luna tip number 15. Trust your journey. You are improving, even on days when it doesn't feel like it. You did an amazing job today. Speaking English with confidence doesn't happen overnight, but every sentence you practiced today moved you forward. Remember, you don't need perfect English to communicate. You just need to keep speaking. Come back to this lesson whenever you need confidence, calm, and practice. If this video helped you, like it, subscribe to English with Luna, and turn on the notifications so you can keep practicing with me. I'll be here to guide you, step by step. See you in the next episode. Keep speaking, keep learning, and trust your voice.